Quincy Wilson has not committed himself to any college yet, but the fact that he is trying to go to a college will either make or break his track and field career. Let's talk about it.
Skin finessing the beat.
At the age of 16, Quincy Wilson has done the thing that many other athletes besides Michael Norman and Noah Lyles have done on the male side of track and field. He has also become the youngest person to win a medal at the Olympics, which is honestly crazy. Now, for the ones that don't know who he is, Quincy Wilson is somebody who has just popped out of the track and field scene at the age of 16, where he set the standard for the new track and field community. And by new, I mean people that are in his age range and what they have to set themselves forward to if they want to be able to make it in this track and field world. Because it is getting hard out here. When you have a 16-year-old beating people like Michael Norman and Matthew Boland, names that we all know and love, that's when it starts to get pretty serious. And with that said, when he went over there, he had set the under 18 world best for the outdoor, and he also had the world best for the under 18 indoor in the 400 meters. This 16-year-old from Chesapeake, Virginia, which is ironically where Noah Lyles is from, has really made shockwaves when it came to track and field, and if anything, has boosted up track and field, and that's something that we really needed. With people like him, Sha'Carri Richardson, and Noah Lyles, I see track and field going back up to where it needs to be, like how it was in the 80s and 90s. But at the same time, this isn't really about the boost of track and field or if Quincy Wilson is that dog. This is more of if he should go to college. Now, we all know what happens to people that go to college when it comes to track and field. It either makes them, like how it did Sidney McLaughlin, or it will break them, like how it did Matthew Boland. And Quincy Wilson, I don't want him to fall into that Matthew Boland type of category. And while Matthew Boland has been doing his own thing, I personally think he would have did better if he would have went straight pro than go to college, and where he attended at University of Georgia. At the end of the day, he did come out with a bachelor's degree, and that will be in his name until he passes away. But at the same time, he wants to run track, and from the looks of it, it hasn't been being too good for him for the past 2 years. Now for Quincy Wilson, he has a personal best, or I should say personal 3 best, because he has some other events. With a 44.20 in the 400, at the 500 he has a 101.27, and in the 4x4 he was part of that, where he helped his team get a 2:59.15. This guy is incredible. This kid is very, very incredible. I actually like this kid. You know, I really want him to succeed, and I wish the best for him. And for all these 44s that he can run at the age of 16, that's what I see happening. But there's one thing that I'm scared of. What if he goes to Texas A&M, like you see in this picture right here, and everything just goes bad for him? Now, we do know that there are some athletes that went to Texas A&M, like Fred Curley, for example, who was a 400-meter specialist that has now turned to a 100-meter specialist. And yes, I do know that Quincy Wilson, at the end of the day, track and field just might be an afterthought. It could be something he's just simply good at, and something that he's using to leverage to pay for his school. And if that's the case, then I don't have a problem with that. You go there for 4 years, you get your degree, you move into the workforce, and you live your happy life. But if track and field is your main and sole priority, if you want to be on this earth, then I don't think this move is necessarily the best move as far as going to Texas A&M. Now, he isn't committed yet, but I honestly don't think this would be the best move for him. But I'm not too sure, and that's why I'm asking you all. What do you think about this move? Do you think Quincy Wilson should go to college? And if he does go to college, should he pick Texas A&M or simply pick a different school? Or should he go straight to the pros, where the professional coaches can help him work on his form and his technique? For we all know that even though he is fast, he did not run like a professional runner at the Paris Olympics. But with that being said, give me your input in the comment section below. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Peace.